All right, Shalom Akim, all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Baha Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my apostles and my elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim out there pushing his word in truth and sincerity. So I'm going to go right into the book of Revelation. I want to read the whole chapter of Revelation. All right, because I was meditating on the fact that pretty much I want to entitle this video, America is Sick and the nuclear missiles will be its medicine, somewhere around that line, you know. And when you read the book of Revelation, you know, there's many other scriptures that pretty much talks about America never being inhabited ever again. And this is and rightfully so, for all the wicked abominations that America propagates, America pushes, okay, on our people. Okay, the people of America, they're totally bugged out. They're totally accepting sex robots, sex dolls. They're accepting pedophilia. They're accepting this AI technology, which is going to usher in the market of beasts. These people are going to accept it. So without further ado, let me read this chapter. This is Revelation 18:1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean, hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through her abundance of her delicacies. You see that? So America was has already been destroyed in the spirit. All right, and it's become the habitation of devils, these and every foul spirit, these hateful creatures. Okay, these lizard and desert-like creatures. That's what America's going to become in the very soon future. All right, it says, I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have redeemed her, remembered her iniquities. So the Lord saying, come out of her. That's going to be the Lord's physically going to redeem his elect. All right, from the chariots of Israel, they're going to be redeemed. They're going to be beamed up. All right, because it says that the Lord has remembered her iniquities, man. All right, this AI technology, sex robots, transhumanism, homosexuality, transgenderism. Okay, the turning of the races, gender neutrality. Okay, feminism, okay, murder, lies, witchcraft, okay, defiling the food, defiling the women, defiling the air. All right, all these sins have been remembered by Yahweh Shema Shai. That's why America is going to get the greatest judgment ever of all kingdoms of the planet, on all kingdoms that ever been created. All right, and it's never going to be inhabited again, and it's going to go into that. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill unto her double. How much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she has said in her heart, I sit as a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrows. Therefore shall her place come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord who judgeth her. Yeah, that's right, Yahweh Shema Shai. He's actually judging America for America's wickedness. Because all these different kingdoms before America was founded, so to speak, all right, weren't as wicked as this place is now. And what really set Esau off, which is the ruler of America, is this technology. His technology, he was able to do more wickedness. All right, and the kings of the earth, this is verse 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of the torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. All right, all these different merchants, these different nations that have made millions and billions of dollars off America, all right, they're going to mourn because America is going to be utterly burned with fire. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. You see that? So they're not going to weep and cry because of the loss of life, of you Americans, because contrary to popular belief in the States, these other nations, they hate America. All right, they hate the so-called white men here. All right, they hate everything that it offers other than the money. All right, they're able to make millions and billions of dollars actually, okay, off the consumers of America, off you sheeple. Verse 12, the merchandise of gold and silver and the precious stones and pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thin wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of precious wood and of brass and of iron and of marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. Okay, so you see all these substances that America, they were able to make all this money off of. That's why these other nations are going to be sad. They're going to, furthermore, there's going to be a great earthquake. They're going to see that fire rain down from heaven, all right, and totally destroy America. All right, so they're going to be wailing. All right, it's going to be gnashing of teeth. They're going to be scared. All right, and then they're going to think about how their life is over as they know it, because now they're going to go right into captivity. And the fruit that thy soul lusteth after are departed from thee, and all the things which thou that were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. The merchants of these things which were made rich by her, see that, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. So yeah, there's going to be weeping and wailing because of her torment, because it's going to be a great torment. The heavens are going to be shaken, the earth is going to be shaken. All right, and saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? So yeah, what city is like unto this great city? Because you would think, if you're a carnal man, if you're thinking on a physical level, you will say, how can America possibly go down? Look how many years it took. Look how many hundreds of years it took them to create this so-called metropolis, all right, of wickedness, all right, to where the most advanced kingdom on the planet Earth, all right. You have all nations here, okay, with the illusion of coming together, getting along with each other. All these great industries, all these different apps, the tech world started out here, okay. Esau's technology started out here in America. All right, so these other nations, they're going to see this highly developed country, all right, that's took hundreds of years to build up in wickedness, all right, with all this technological advances. It's going to be destroyed in one day, in 1 hour, and they're going to weep and they're going to cry, all right, because they're not going to be able to make money off of Babylon anymore, all right. It says, verse 20. Verse 19, it says, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, the great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the seas by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour she is made desolate. And that's how these different nations make money off commodities, all right, by shipping. All right, because there's shipping ports set up on the coast of America. You got them in the Gulf, you got them on the West Coast, the Pacific Northwest, on the East Coast. All right, these shipping ports, they bring in all the substances to America, all these different commodities. All right, in these countries, they are made rich by them, and that's why they're able to develop their military. They're able to develop their economy, okay, their agriculture, all right, their infrastructure, by selling goods to America. So now that money is not going to come in. and then they're gonna be crying and weeping and wailing. All right, it says, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her. So the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's avenging. He's going to avenge America completely once this place is destroyed. Okay, for his elect. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. All right, it shall be found no more at all. Babylon's going to be totally destroyed, and no human outside of these desert-like creatures are ever going to step foot on Babylon ever again. All right, and that's going to be a great day. All right, because you have sex robots, you have transsexuals, you have lesbians, all right, you got pedophiles. Okay, the food is totally polluted, the water is polluted. Okay, the infrastructure is falling down. All right, the morality of America is totally destroyed. There is no moral. It's an open and free society. All right, that's why America says that this is a place of opportunity. This is a place of freedom, religious freedom. Okay, it's the freedom to become to be wicked. All right, you have the porn industry started out here. Okay, out in LA. All right, which women go and sell their bodies. Or you have massive amount of prostitution. Okay, every woman is pretty much a harlot, a whore. Our diseases are running rampant. All right, so how could you want to be in a place like this? And then furthermore, all right, they teach that the Most High, they teach a different name. They teach that his son is a so-called white man. All right, that's blasphemy. All right, and then they murdered, butchered the North American Indians. All right, the Seminole Indians, the different Latino Indian tribes, all right, and then brought over the so-called Negro from the west coast of Africa, all right, from Spain and Portugal and different parts of Europe to serve rigorous slavery, and then build up this BS kingdom you call America, all right, the home of the free and the brave. All right, this is a home of slaves. All right, and it says it in verse 13. It says slaves and souls of men, because that's what's here in America, the most worked people in the world. All right, and the voice of harpers and the musicians and pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom shall be, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee, for thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived, and in her was found the blood of the prophets and the saints and all that were slain upon the earth. So yeah, so Esau, the so-called white man, he's the great merchant of the earth that deceived all these nations to buying into democracy, to buying into this tech world, these different apps, buying into the way of the stock market, and they were able to be rich. They were able to acquire large amounts of wealth. All right, because these other nations, they're going to agree with the beast for a moment. Okay, they're going to go into that cashless society, and they're going to be deceived, and then that's why these other nations are going to take up and shoot take up their military might and shoot arrows, those nuclear missiles on America, because of all of America's wickedness. All right, and that's the Most High. That's the Most High judging America. It says, "Give unto her double." Okay, fill her cup double. So this is going to be a double reward for the wickedness that America has propagated throughout the four corners of the earth by deceiving the people through the witchcraft, through the sorcery. All right, because that's where their power lies in, is deception. The so-called white man. He deceived women to thinking that they're equal with men. He deceived the men to think that the women were equal with them. All right, and what do you have? You have mass confusion. You have the divorce rate that's creeping into the 80 percentile. Okay, you have different sexual transmitted diseases that are spread throughout the whole landmass of America. And why is that? All right, you got dating apps like Tinder and Plenty of Fish, where you can just go and just have unprotected sex with multiple sex partners. Okay, You see that? So these are some of the reasons why America's going to be destroyed. And there's a lot more reasons that the Lord has not even opened up his men to even know. Because day by day we're finding out more and more things, and it's like you get astonished, you get astonished about of all the wickedness that can be done without judgment. But we know that judgment is coming, and that great judgment is going to be the judgment of the nuclear missiles. All right, you people here in America are going to be totally destroyed. You're going to be burned up. All right, for all your wickedness, all your adulterous ways. Our 2/3 of our people, they're going to get burned up. They're going to be swimming in the lake of fire, so to speak. All right, when the nuclear missiles touch down. I want to bring out another scripture. This is Job 14:5. Seeing, you know what? I don't want to bring out that one. Hold on. This is Job 18:5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. You see that? And it talked about in Revelation, the 18th chapter. It says, verse 23. It says, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. All right. So in a candle is meant to give you light. And right now, America is the light of the world, which that light is a black light. Is that light is darkness, right? So there's many different types of light. And Satan, he's in control of this world. He's in control of America. He's in control of these people's minds. All right, and he tells them that everything is acceptable. Okay, that this transhumanism is okay. He has destroyed the children's minds by giving them GMOs, by allowing a 4-year-old to turn trans, to say that a little boy is a girl. Okay, and furthermore, he has put up the so-called white man as the ruler, the basis of men, the viler than the earth. Okay, and one of those definitions of vile is morally repugnant. Okay, of no value, ugly, hideous. Okay, of a low grade, of a low stock. So that's what and without morals. Okay, that's what America is, man. It's a place without morals. Okay, but soon this place is going to be destroyed. All right, because the scriptures say in Revelation 18 chapter that her sins have reached up unto heaven, meaning that the angels are writing everything down, and they're delivering it to the Heavenly Father Himself. And the only reason why the Lord has not destroyed this place yet is because He's bound by His word. He's bound by these prophecies. All right. So there's a couple of more prophecies that have to be have to take place in order for the Lord to send His army. All right, and His army is talking about them nuclear missiles amongst the angels, man, that control everything. And then when that happens, His elect are going to be delivered. And you people that are here on the shores of America, you're going to get burnt up. Your eyes are going to consume in your eye sockets. Your tongue is going to consume. The elements of your body are going to get broken down to the smallest atom. All right, and it's going to burn like a fervent heat. And before that, there's going to be martial law. There's going to be pestilences. Okay, there's going to be people fighting against each other. There's going to be massive death, diseases. All right, there's going to be wild animals. All right, it's going to be like a movie. All right, and you people are going to be the starring actors in the movie, actors and actresses. All right, you're going to die here, man. All right, I have another scripture. This is give me a second. Yeah, this is Job 20. And I'll start at 19. Because he has oppressed and has forsaken the poor, because he has violently taken away a house which he buildeth not. It's talking about the so-called white men, and we are the poor, the Israelites. All right, I don't care if you make $100 million, you're poor. All right, you don't have any type of heritage. You don't have a language. You don't have a history to go back to, so to speak. You don't have a land to go back to. Or you think you're a black American here in America. And furthermore, you have Federal Reserve notes that are not even worth anything. At any given moment, the fiat money system can crash. And then what are you going to do? You got to go back to the so-called white man and beg him. You're going to beg for that chip. You're going to beg for the mark of the beast, so you can hold some type of status here in America, because that's what you are. You want to be vain. You want that status symbol to seem like you made it. When making it here in America means you being wicked. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desireth, man. And you know, if you had a stomach ache, man, if you had stomach problems, all right, every time you eat something you don't have any quietness in your belly, all right, that's you're gonna be tossing and turning. You got food poisoning. That's how the Most High is like in America. He's like in the so-called white man's power structure. Okay, his hegemony. He's not gonna have any quietness in his belly. Okay, there shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. All right. So in the fullness of his sufficiency, meaning when he comes to fulfill his new world order, all the hands of the wicked, which the word wicked there is laborers, shall be upon him. All right. It's going to be Jacob that's going to be upon him, these other nations. All right. To destroy him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn, it comes out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall, tears are upon him. Okay, this is Job 18:11. I'll start at 7. The steps of his strength shall be straightened. Okay, and if that's a path of difficultness, okay, his strength is going to be straightened. He's going to be in a difficult time, and his own counsel shall cast him down. The council of the elites are the different G20 summits, the UN council. That's going to fail. All right, the Lord, he's going to send a lying spirit into these leaders' minds. All right, to give them bad counsel in order to destroy them. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. All right, so he's going to be cast into a net by his own feet. All right, so he set down a trap, and he's going to fall into that trap. And ultimately, the trap is going to be them nuclear missiles that's going to shoot down on him. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. These other nations, they're going to rob Esau. Okay, and you know what? Let me get another scripture, because these nuclear missiles are going to come in, and they're going to rob you people of your livelihood. All right. This is Isaiah 13:11, and I will punish the world for her evil, and I will cause for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. That goes for you so-called white people. And I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. That's the elect. All right, they're going to be more precious than the fine gold of Ophir. All right, they're going to be more precious than precious jewels, because they're going to have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, and then ultimately they're going to have that thawa, which means the exemption from judgment. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed into pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled. You see that? Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Not necessarily their houses things are going to get stolen out of their houses, but these nuclear missiles, they're going to do this. It says shall be dashed into pieces before their eyes, and that's what the nuclear missiles are going to do. Their houses shall be spoiled. Them nuclear missiles, that's why the scripture call them the waster. They're going to waste. which is spoiled, and their wives ravished. Meaning ravished, meaning to seize, to rape. These missiles are going to rape these women, so to speak. Okay, spiritually, meaning they're going to be destroyed. All right, it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. All right, yeah, because that witchcraft is going to wear off. All right, that witchcraft is going to wear off of the Russians, okay, the Chinese. All right, because the Russians are where the modern day Medes are at, all right, in that land. Their bow also shall dash the young men into pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And how was Sodom and Gomorrah overthrown? It was overthrown by nuclear fire. All right, the Lord, he sent down them hailstones. Now he has in a form of the technology now. All right, that's why that jinn, that trap that Esau has laid down, he's going to get caught up into that own trap, and he's going to destroy his self. His power structure is imploding on itself, and then ultimately at the end, the nuclear missiles are going to destroy America. It's going to destroy the beast. It's going to destroy the whore that sitteth on the beast, the scarlet color. All right. And then you Edomites are going to go into captivity for 1,000 years. That's part of your cup that you have to drink. All right. Not only is America going to be destroyed, these other European countries are going to be destroyed. All right. You're going to have to go into slavery and serve 1,000 years of rigorous bondage. All right. And everything that you have done unto us, the fierce anger of the Lord is going to be upon us. All right. He's going to put his anger on us. All right. And we're going to execute judgment. We're going to execute his judgment. All right. It says, I'm just going to keep going down because it links up with Revelation, the 18th chapter, about America not being inhabited ever again. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it dwell from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and the owl shall dwell there, and the satyr shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and the dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So that's why the Lord, he's speeding up the days, because the days are not going to be prolonged. They're rapidly approaching. Okay, the elder brother in the camp, y'all call said a precipitous decline. All right, and I believe that word precipitous, one of the definitions means like going down the drain. All right, and at a rapid pace. All right, so America's going down at a rapid pace because of their idolatries, because of their lies, because of the witchcraft. Okay, and putting the children of Israel in the hardcore bondage, beating our history out of us, beating our heritage out of us, beating our language, turning our women against us, okay, creating sex robots. All right, so your sins, America, have reached unto heaven, and the Lord, he's going to give you your medicine. All right, your medicine is going to be the nuclear missiles, man. It's going to burn up all you people here in America. It's going to burn up 2/3 of our people. It's going to burn up you nasty heathens from the other nations, and it's going to burn up you proud as American Edomites. All right, and then all the other Edomites of the world, you're going to go into captivity. All right, perpetually. All right, until you're totally destroyed from off the planet Earth. Like Job 18, it talks about you being chased. Let me read it. Let me finish Job 18, and I'm gonna close it out. All right, it says, verse 10: the snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle. It shall bring him to the king of terror. And that's Yahweh Shema Shai, the king of terrors. All right, he's going to terrorize you Edomites, man. All right, and your confidence that you have, that pride, that haughtiness, that pomp that you have, all right, that stiff neck is going to be broken in that day. All right, very soon. And we see that it's going down right now. That the pride of that Edomite nationalism, all right, is rapidly declining. All right, you don't have any confidence anymore. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle. It shall bring him to the king of terrors. It shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. All right, and what is that talking about? It's talking about the nuclear missiles. All right, that brimstone, man. That's what it's going to look like. It's going to look like hell and brimstone falling down from the sky, fire. All right, and it's going to melt you people, man. It's going to melt the wicked. It's going to melt your sex robots. It's going to melt your fertility clinics. It's going to melt what is it called, your abortion clinics. Okay, it's going to melt your medical industry where you be testing on people. All right. It's going to melt the whole structure, the whole hegemony, the power structure, all your infrastructure. Okay, all these fake ass churches, or these harlot houses, and it's going to melt you niggas too, you ends. Okay. His root shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branches be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth. He shall have no more name in the street. All right, because right now the so-called white man, he's the guy. Everybody wants to be like him, including our people. But in that day, his remembrance is going to perish. All right, he's going to be like a nightmare. All right, and we're living a nightmare right now, and then we're going to wake up in the kingdom. That's where we're going to get changed in an instant. All right, we're going to be changed in an instant, and this captivity is going to feel like a dream. Okay, more so a nightmare. And it says, verse 18, he shall be driven out from light into darkness and chased out of the world. You see that? He's going to be chased out of the world. And how's that going to happen? He's going to be exterminated. All right. He's going to be burned up. All right. He's going to be put in the pit, and he's going to be burned up. And that wicked evil spirit is going to be taken off from the planet Earth. All right. Because wickedness have been dwelling in the earth for a very long time. All right. Let me just finish off the couple of more verses in Job the 18th chapter, and then I'm gonna close it out. Okay, it says, he shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining of his dwelling. All right, because that son and no nephew, they carry the lineage. So he's going to be done away with. The so-called white man, the Edomites of the Bible. All right, the Edomites. They that come after him shall be astonished, astonied at his day, and they that went before were affrighted. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High. And the so-called white man, he doesn't know the Most High, man. He's far from the Most High. The Most High, he's not in the presence of Yahweh Shemal Shai at all. Or he's in the presence of Satan. Or the majority of the so-called white men, they don't believe in the Most High. They don't believe in the higher power. They believe in themselves. They believe in robots. They believe in AI. They believe that they're God. If there was a God, they're God. All right. So you damn Edomites, okay, here in America, you gonna get your medicine, man. You gonna get your medicine from this sick, detestable place, this perverse and crooked place, man. All right. You know, when somebody's sick, they need medicine, right? And the medicine is going to be the nuclear missiles, and it's going to totally cleanse and cure you from your disease. Okay. And with that disease is going to be no more. You're not going to be here anymore. Nobody's going to be on the shores of America. This is going to be set up for a memorial. All right, of the Edomites, a memorial of how to live wickedly, man, and what the Most High would do to a people that live wickedly. All right, and all the other nations, they're going to be scared. Why? Because they can get destroyed. All right, like you goddamn devils. You know, so with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shemal Shai, double honors to my apostles, the Holy Great Millstone. Okay, peace and blessing to the Akim out there pushing his word and truth, sincerity, not wavering. All right, death to America, death to Babylon the Great, which is America. Death to you damn devils, you Edomites. Okay, every last one of them. All right, women, children, kids, infants, all you damn Edomites. All right, death to you 2/3 you Ends, you Mexicans and Indians. Okay. 2/3 of our people, okay, and death to the nigger woman. All right, shalom.